Hello, and welcome to our first ever Goals in Time head-to-head. I'm joined by Double A and MikesIconicKits. How are we, lads?
Good. I'm really good.
Enjoying the sunshine.
Can't wait to smash this little boy's head in. Oh, that's really aggressive.
That's definitely stated.
That was really aggressive.
Yeah.
I was going to beat him. I'm going to spank him like his dad did for not supporting Arsenal.
That's the last time I come on one of your podcasts, mate. No, you know what? I've got a fresh memory. Done some revision.
I thought you were going to say a fresh haircut. Then I've got a fresh haircut. I'm ready to go. It's Friday. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on.
So, Aaron, obviously you've been on before.
I'm hoping I could perform better. Now my daughter's not here, so she was confused.
Oh, was that the excuse?
Hey, mate, I've got to use the excuse for kids for something. I don't ever get to use it, so I'm going to use it for this. Get it in nice and early.
Can you remember what you did what score you got last time?
I know I've gone down the league since then, but I think I was like, I can't remember. Was it like I don't know.
We were second when you came on because you were the second person.
Second episode, yeah. Oh, all right, but I stayed there for a little bit, didn't I? And then I've gone down a bit. I don't know. I can't remember, mate. Can't remember the score.
You got 45. So you're 10th mid-table.
I need to do another episode, mate. I think we should do a Brazil episode, and then I can go again.
Mike, how do you think you're going to get on?
I'll be happy if I can get a bang average score. I'll take that. I'm not going to set my sights too high, but
just as long as you beat Aaron, then.
That'll do me.
That's the whole reason why we're here, isn't it?
Well, you never know. You might just be happy with an appearance, So we jump straight in then.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's do it.
First goal. 5th of May, 2009. Arsenal 1, United 3. Champions League semi-final.
Ooh.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo's first goal to make the scoreline 2-0.
Too far for Ronaldo to think about it. Oh! Absolutely sensational! He went through Almunia, beaten for pace. And Manchester United have scored twice.
You know what, yeah? Like, forget the goal and all this, yeah. But I so miss Clive Tilsley doing Champions League.
Thank you. Yeah.
Even though United are back in the Champions League next season, yeah, and all the excitement around that. Obviously, I'll only watch the away games on telly because I've got season ticket, lad, so I'll be there for every home game. But the fact it's going to be bloody, what's he called? Bloody
Fletch.
Oh God, yeah, and if it's that Scouse bastard as well. Drop me out, lads. Or Robbie Savage. I can't stand any of them on there.
I don't mind Robbie Savage. Comparing him to McManaman, that's all.
But the rubbish. They have no good insight. But I mean, Clive Tilsley, the way he does things, like how he's not got the Sky job, and fair enough, it's jury and that. Yeah. But it's, how Clive Tilsley's not on our TV and Premier League highlights week in, week out is absolutely scandalous. But yeah, I mean, what a great goal from Cristiano. Great game as well. Remember it fondly. But do I remember the minutes? That's the important
That's the question. That is the question. Who wants to go? Who's going first? How are we deciding who's going first?
I think I was going to say age before beauty, but I think beauty should go first, so I'll go first.
Yeah, so
Mike looks like he's trembling, so from my knowledge, I'll try and give Mike a pointer because I think
Can I just say, when I was getting these goals yesterday, I guessed the minute of this, and I was a minute out.
I'm going to say, all right. So I remember it being. I should have said that. I think I remember it being the first half anyway, right? So I'm going to say, I think it was probably the 34th minute.
He's stalling. Look, he's stalling.
You know what? No. You know what? This is one of my seminal United moments because we've got an Arsenal supporter next door, and we didn't have.
Your dad lives next door.
Unfortunately, I live with him as well. But no, we had to go next. We went next door to watch the game, yeah. And I remember this goal going in, and I did a knee slide on the carpet, and I never came back. I never came. Literally, that was the last time I was ever in their house. But That was a good memory.
That happened to me, one of my neighbours, but it's because I shit on the kitchen floor, not because I did a knee slide.
Right. Yeah.
Not allowed back in their house.
I wonder why.
Anyway, first half, definitely. I think you're about right, Aaron, to be fair. I'm going to say 28th minute.
I'm going to say, lads, I'm actually quite disappointed in you both.
Oh.
It was the 11th minute.
Is it that early?
Yeah.
Wow.
Park scored in the 8th minute, I think. And then Ronaldo scored in the 11th. So, first round, Aaron, 23.
Yeah, shocking that.
Mike, 17.
Okay.
Second goal. Mike's got an early lead. He's only 4 ahead, but early lead nonetheless. So we'll switch the going order now. So, Mike, you're first on this one.
Yeah.
15th of January 2005. Liverpool 0, United 1. Certain Wayne Rooney scoring a goal to beat Liverpool for the first time in his career.
Now then, Rooney almost invited to shoot. He does and scores! Mistake by the goalkeeper. Jerzy Dudek, it went right through him. And Wayne Rooney has given Manchester United the lead on his return to Merseyside.
Well, Parkies didn't get struck by the goalkeeper.
Against Liverpool as well, didn't mention that. Cheers, can take me right off there.
This
I
one's
love that
done me over, eh?
Oh, no,
Right.
why?
I tell you what, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like it was. Oh, what a player, by the way. Could do with him now.
Do you know what? It's so funny you mentioned that. Well, it's not funny you mentioned Wayne Rooney, but you mentioned that because I've only appreciated how good he was after he left or after he retired or whatever, because there was that weird period of him being rubbish.
Yeah,
I think
that's really tainted most people's views.
It did, because he stayed far too long. But you can understand why he stayed too long. It's almost like Maguire now. You stayed far too long, mate. You need to go. There's my one.
Did you just compare Maguire and...
No. Only because they both need to read the room and cough, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He's going to the games and being frustrated with him. And then you forget, it's Wayne Rooney, for God's sake. Like, he was, he is the top goal scorer we've ever had. And he won everything with us. And he's a brilliant player. It's only after you go, and I think that documentary came out and stuff, and you go back and you look over clips and you watch goals, and honestly, I don't think United will ever have a player as good as him again.
Can I ask you a quick question? So, would you rather have Rooney or Ronaldo? Ronaldo in his United days, though, not Real Madrid and Juventus.
Rooney all day long. Rooney all day. Rooney's the best player United has ever had. Best player United ever had.
The tenacity and the energy he brings alone, like this.
There's your clip. There's your clip, Jake.
Is either that or you comparing him to Maguire? So I might just flip between the two.
You can do both. One day.
Yeah.
Go for it. You can drop the Maguire one when he leaves. But no, best player United have had for me. I think from coming at 18, pressure on his shoulders. You score a hat trick in the Champions League on your debut. I mean, there's not many better debuts you'll ever see. Do you know what I'm saying? So wins everything in the game, becomes the leading goal scorer. How can you not say he's the best player we've ever had? Done 3 in a row. And he's not my favorite player. My favorite player is obviously Cantona now, but he is the best. He's better than everyone because he's done everything.
For me, at least, when he handed in that transfer request, that kind of changed things a little bit for me. But looking back now, it's almost like I can forget that, because looking back on his whole United career, I can almost let that slide a little bit, because you know what? How things have gone since then, I think he's been proven right, because he wasn't happy with the ambition of the club.
That's what I was going to say. Look at why he did it. It's just like now Ronaldo. I'm not sympathising with Ronaldo because the way he did it was shocking. But it's almost the same thing Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo's come back to the club and realised it's nowhere near from his first period of the club, and he's like, "Well, I'm not sticking around. I'm 36. I'm coming to the end of my career at the top level. I'm not sticking around and having this and not playing and whatever for whatever reason." And I remember when it came out about Rooney, and I was absolutely not heartbroken, but I was annoyed and
I was pissed off. Yeah,
you look back now and you think, he's basically telling us what we've seen 10, 15 years down the line, that the Glazers are absolutely shocking. and the manager's covering up for it. And whether it was a play to get a better contract and to piss a few people off at the club, probably was a little bit of that as well. But listen, I think that moment you can overlook because of all the great moments that he gave us, and I think, time looks fondly on him. And I think they'll only grow in stature when we realise, hopefully we've got players like that can come in again and we become that great team and club that we was when he played for us. But we miss a player like Wayne Rooney. Now, people talk about Keane and Scholes and Giggs, and we miss these players. We miss a Wayne Rooney, and he's far more recent than any of them, you see. And what a player.
I've got to do my prediction now, haven't I?
Yeah.
Can you remember the goal?
Stalling. 7 years old. Let's see. I can't at all. I'll be honest. Obviously, I know Rooney's iconic goals, but I can't. This one just. I'm going to have a stab in the dark here. I'm going to say 60th minute.
See, this you're talking about being drunk in games and stuff like that, and this is definitely one I was watching in a pub at the time.
Aaron, people are going to think I'm a pisshead the way you're going.
No, I'm saying that's what we spoke about. No. He says while he
says while he gets
yeah. You don't need me to say anything, mate. You're showing the examples yourself.
I've got my niche in the football shirt community. There you go.
You've got your niece in the football shirt community.
Got my niche.
All right, okay. I was wondering. I thought, okay. At first, when he said the 1-0 against Liverpool, I thought he was going to go for the John O'Shea one, and I kind of knew.
Oh, no. Come on.
Hey, some people might not know. I nearly blinded my mate after that goal. I poked him right in the eye, nearly blinded him, but that's a story for a different time. Again, in a pub. So, this Rooney one, I think it is second half. I think personally, if a gut feeling, he might be around about the right time. There were terrible games against Liverpool back then. We were never really entertaining.
They haven't got much better, like.
No, you're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. I might be a little bit cheeky and go a little bit higher, maybe. I'm not gonna do a 61. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'll go a little bit. 62. No, I'm not going to 60. What did you say, Mike? 60th or 68th?
He said 60th.
I'm gonna go 68.
I can tell you, lads, it was the 21st.
No. Why do these goals always seem so much later than they actually are? That's terrible.
That isn't good.
Right, okay. I'm going to concentrate now. Stop having fun. Stop making jokes. I'm being serious now.
Serious times now.
So yeah.
So after the second goal, lads, Aaron, you're on 70. Mike, you're on 56.
What is going on here?
What a start. 16th of May, 1999, United 2, Tottenham 1, David Beckham making the scoreline at 1-1.
Scholes. Beckham. It's in! Well, Tottenham don't like it, but Manchester United love it.
So, Aaron, obviously, back you going first this time, mate.
Yeah. Okay. So, from memory, and obviously, clearly, my memory is not good at all.
Serving you well so far.
Not good at all. I'm sure in that game the goals were quite close either side of half time. Pretty sure that they scored quite early on, and then we were huffing and puffing. And we scored quite close to half time, and Cole would come on, and it wasn't long after. Right, so I'm going to say, I'm sure it was close to half time. I'm sure it was. I'm going to say the 43rd minute for Beckham's equaliser.
You aren't going to believe me, but that's what I had in mind. But I'll tell you what, you know what? I say how my past glory United knowledge isn't up to scratch. But the 99 season, we had a videotape that as a kid I would watch religiously. It was like the season review, and the amount of times I watched it, but I don't think they ever put the times up on the goals, unfortunately. But this goal, I've seen it over and over again. But you know what? I had in mind 43rd. I'm gonna say it was after half time. Might be wrong. here. I'm going to say 55th. Here we go. It's going to be like
it's a very big swing the other way. And I can tell you, Mike, it was the 43rd minute.
You're joking. I didn't want to go too close to Aaron. That's the thing. I wanted to split it a bit.
I don't smell.
Wanted to make it interesting. Fair play.
Thank God for that. About time.
When you were saying that you thought it was the 43rd, I thought you might have said the 45th or something. But
you know what? I thought I'd risk it after half time. Well, I don't know where the logic is in that.
You said you watched that video. This is the thing now, yeah. You watched that video loads, right? If you did, you would have known Andy Cole's goals at the other end of the stadium.
Bear in mind, I was like 7 years old, Aaron.
Oh, don't start giving me this excuse now. Don't hear excuses. He said, you've literally just said, oh, that season, I remember it. It's ingrained because I watched the video. Andy Cole's goals at the other end of the stadium, mate.
You know what? We might have to do a When United Were Good episode and a When United Were Shit episode.
Oh, jeez. How long's that shit episode going to be? That's massive.
Yeah. I think Andy Cole's goal was the 48th minute as well, so I think you were bang on, Aaron, when you said it was coming
I remember it was quite close. He didn't start the game and he come on at half time and then literally scored.
Yeah.
Remember that? I don't know if you remember it. It was a BBC sort of like, not advert, they don't do adverts, but like a little stab thing. And it was him practicing this goal over like dummies on the training pitch.
Really? Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's fucking classic. It'll be on YouTube that somewhere. You have to find. But yeah, but I'm glad I'm finally nailed on as well. That's even sweeter. That's nice.
And going into the fourth goal, you're on 70 points. Mike's on 78. So you've done a United style comeback. Really took the lead, but there's still time. There's always time.
There's always time.
28th of April 2007. Everton 2, United 4. Do you remember, George? Bit of confused faces there.
Mate, yeah, I'm trying to think what.
United were 2-0 down. Who scored? Who scored for? Was it Allen? No, it was Allen. That Fernandes scored an absolute screamer for Everton.
Oh yeah, I don't remember this game. You know, don't remember this game. I probably like when you show the goal. I'd be like, oh yeah, absolutely, but nothing's jumping out of it.
Yeah, 28th of April 2007. Everton 2, United 4. This is Wayne Rooney's goal to make it 3-2 to United.
O'Shea. That came off Carsley. It's come to Rooney. It's brilliant from Rooney. It's fantastic from Wayne Rooney. The former Everton player scores a Goodison for this.
That goal now. Remember that game now? Chris Eagles, 90th minute winner. 90th minute goal to make it 4-2.
Chris Eagles, you know. That's
Phil Neville own goal.
So we know Wayne Rooney's wanting the 90th minute, don't we?
Well, it could be. I always say there's 2 goals in the last minute.
Do you know what? Now you've mentioned Chris Eagles. Yeah, I do. Funny story. Chris Eagles actually called on to one of my exes. And do you know how we tried it? I mean, you can tell the story, Bobby. It's an old school thing. Like I think she was at the bar and he's gone over. He's chatting to her and he's like, "Oh, I've just got a new phone. Can you put your number in my phone just so to ring me and check it's the right number?"
Wow.
But she did, and she went off with him, and she's got 4 kids to him now. No, she hasn't. That's a joke.
It's 3 kids, isn't it?
That's it. 3 kids, yeah.
Go on, Mike. What minute was Wayne Rooney's goal to make it 3-2?
Wayne Rooney's goal was definitively in the 72nd minute. Thank you, Jake. I can say that with confidence.
Pressure's on, Aaron. Going into the last goal. Do you want to be ahead in the last goal?
I just need a bit. Why can you say that with confidence, Mike? The backstory.
You know what? I remember it. I was in my nappies and no. I actually do remember this game very, very, very vaguely because when you mentioned Chris Eagles and that brought it back for me and thinking after that goal, I thought he was the next coming of David Beckham, but no.
That is the most controversial thing that's been said on this podcast.
I was a child, so he's off.
You're not now. You could have revised that and never said it ever again.
You know what? I'm not gonna pretend I didn't have these opinions.
No,
but fair. You know what? Chris Eagles at the time when he scored that, I was like, you know what? He's the man. And then how long did he last after that? Like
They sold him after the game. This Rooney goal, I don't know, man. I can't. I'm trying to remember. Was it late?
I can't believe you don't remember this game.
Mate, I've watched a lot of football. A lot of,
Yeah,
like
this
I
is
say,
two-
like I said,
This is 2-0 down, and towards the end of the season,
I'm a
Phil
tiny,
Neville.
I'm a tiny bit. I'm a tiny bit older than you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So
Tiny bit.
I watched a little.
Tiny bit.
Watched a lot more football than you guys, and it's one of them. That being said, I should probably nail down an answer now. The Chris Eagle. I do remember the Chris Eagle goal. I do remember the Chris Eagles goal. So I'm trying. But in my head, I'm trying to work out. Did United? Was it a late? Did we just have a flurry of goals late on rather than leading for ages, and then Eagles just getting one? I think did we? Because he sounds the commentator sounds a lot more excited. If I know it's the United channel and stuff like that, yeah, but if he was to score in the 65th or 72nd, they wouldn't be as excited as if it was say 80th when it's getting closer to the time and United are struggling to score. So with that being said, I'm gonna say the 80th minute. I just think I'll probably massively out. It's definitely second half though, because we're shooting the half. That's the second half for away teams from personal experience of going to Everton. But yeah, I'll say 80th minute.
It was the 79th minute.
Fair play.
So that puts you on 71, Aaron, and 85 for you, Mike.
Yeah.
But of course,
you wasn't
still
far
one
off.
more.
That's not bad though.
No, that's a good guess. Good guess. Claude his way back into it for this last goal. And this last goal is going to be a bit of a tough one. I think that's why I've kind of thrown it in. It's an iconic goal, but a tough one as well.
Okay.
We'll have you going first, Aaron, because you're winning, so you can't shithouse. 24th of October, 2004. United 2, Arsenal 0. This is the game that Arsenal lost their invincibility.
Yeah.
Watching this game highlights back. No, we had a bit of a few dodgy referee calls.
We kicked him off the park. Is that the one?
Yeah, few dodgy referee calls that game. But anyway,
I know what you're talking about, mate.
Yeah, this is Ruvan Nistelrooy's goal to make the game 1-0.
Penalty against Spurs. Can it be a penalty against Arsenal? Yes, it can. Manchester United lead the champions.
And you look at the Arsenal team.
Tough one because the penalty, so you can't really remember much about it.
Yeah.
Just add a bit of drama into this. Double A, you have 14 going into this.
Get it right, mate. Come on.
I'm gonna leave in a minute if you don't. Sorry. Right. See, I'm trying to remember now because I'm sure the second goal was also a penalty, wasn't it? Ray Mooney's.
It wasn't
Pretty
a penalty,
sure.
no.
Was it not? Oh, was it not the one where he dived?
No, Wayne Rooney won this penalty.
Is that the one where he dived and then he scored a goal, didn't he? All right, okay.
No, when I've watched the clip, he was absolutely wiped out by Sol Campbell. There was no diving.
It was like it should have been a red card to Sol Campbell.
Yeah. Shouldn't have played again. Shouldn't have played again. Actually, yes.
No, should have been banned for life. But Rooney scored the second goal, right?
Yeah, Rooney scored the second goal. Not going to do it in a minute.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No,
because what I'm trying to imagine is Rooney's goal, because I believe Rooney's goal was also at the Stretford end, so that would make me believe it's the second half. Because I know Rooney's goal. Oh, was it? Shit, I'm lost now. I've talked myself. I've talked myself into doubting.
That door's just opening for Mike. I think it's just opening a bit. There's a bit of doubt setting in.
Yeah, it's fine. I thought that penalty was early on, you see, but 54th minute.
54th minute.
Yeah.
Here we go. So what's the point difference here?
Between you and Aaron at the minute, it's 14.
14. Okay. All right, 54. I'm going to say it's another one I don't remember here, lads. But you know what?
I can imagine, but it's such a massive game for United, that game.
Yeah. No, yeah. I remember the Van Nistelrooy penalty. I kind of vaguely remember that, like watching it on Premier League years and all that, just because of the other penalty. You know, the Martin Keown one. Twat. I'm gonna say I've got to do something to try and win, so I'm gonna say 34th minute.
I can tell you, lads, it was the 73rd minute.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Went the wrong way.
You did go the wrong way. I was thinking when you said you had to go for it, he's going to have to go one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
see, Mike, you should listen to me because I knew Stretford and
he did say something.
I give you the clues, pal. I'll give you the clues.
Final scores: AA 90 and Mike 124, which I've just checked is the worst score there's ever been.
Come on, there we go. Come on. Derby County of goals in time.
Fair play, Mike. I mean, if you come here and do, you got to come and stamp and make your mark, haven't you? At least you've done that, mate. At least you've done.
You know
something.
what? I'll be remembered in history for this.
Yeah, no one's going to remember you winning AA. Everyone's going to remember Mike's.
But hey, do you know what? But at least I can piggyback off that and said, yeah, but do you remember, Mike? I was the one that made him have the worst score.
You were the one that batted.
At the end of the day, at least I'll be remembered for something.
Nah, fair play, mate.
Other than Chris Eagles running off with my axe. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll make sure in this episode that is never, ever forgotten.
There's Chris Eagles on the thumbnail and everything. Yeah, mate, it makes sense to be honest. It makes sense.
Tagging him as well.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm glad I've won. That's something. Is this like a winner stays on? So I've now got.
That's what I was thinking. I literally just came up with the idea yesterday to head to head. So
don't. All I'd say is don't nick winner stays on because I have a video series coming out next season. Oh, winner stays on, obviously. So I'm saying don't nick the name winner stays on.
Do yourself the justice of giving yourself a shout out, please.
I'm Aaron, or AA, as everyone calls me.
You have a special relationship, I can call you Aaron.
Don't tell people about a special relationship. Get me in trouble.
I think you've done that enough this episode, to be fair.
Yeah, I do anyway, mate. It's no different. It's expected from me nowadays. AA from Talking Kit, obviously. The greatest football kit content in the whole entire world. Don't let anyone tell you that they do it better because they're simply lying to you. Home of Full Kit Rankers, Desert Island Kits, which both of these idiots have done. And obviously coming soon, Winner Stays On. Come and find us and subscribe and become a kit head, as I like to call people who watch our content. And if anyone wants to get involved, you don't have to be, a content creator to come on the channel. Shout me, let me know at AA. So it's football, but it's spelled in the Portuguese way, so it's futebol, so FUTEBOL. Or just find Talking Kit on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Mike, where can the lovely people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at MikesIconicKits. And that's about it. But I'd appreciate a follow. But yeah, go follow these boys over here and down here. Because Full Kit Rankers, Talking Kit, great stuff. And Shirts in Time, great stuff as well. So go give them a follow, more importantly.
Two things quickly. Mike, first of all, when you said where can people find you, you missed a trick by going not singing 50 Cent. You can find me in the club, but that's what you should have done. First of all,
good job you didn't do that, Mike. Really?
No, you.
I don't think I could make this episode any worse with my performance. That's
fine. But secondly, why did it take you so long to point down? Like I'm down there. What are you talking about? Half an hour.
We literally just said you were down there.
Where is he?
And
he's
him. I'm just.
Oh, and he's on his sixth drink of the evening.
He's had half a bottle. Yeah, mate, that's fair. That's fair. I forget which way's up and down after a few. So
It's half five on
Confusing all
Friday.
this internet malarkey.
Perfect time to end there, I think, isn't
yeah.
it?
I think it is.